I got married to my husband in 2024, 9th and 10th. On the 9th was the traditional wedding, and on the 10th was the white wedding. And 2 months after that, I think, yeah, that was in April 2024, we found out that I was pregnant, and the journey started from there. I honestly wished that there were some things I knew before getting pregnant. I was 25 years old as at then, and I wish I really prepared for some things which I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So let's jump right into this video. 5 things I wish I knew before I got pregnant. I remember in my first trimester, I think I should attach that video to this. In my first trimester, I was just ranting. I set my camera and I was just ranting and talking. I felt I was going to start up a YouTube channel because I knew that um I didn't want to just assume that everybody else knew those things, because no matter how simple, like, oh yeah, so you were supposed to know these things. I feel like there's still some people out there, some ladies out there that don't know about these things, and it's very important. And not just ladies, even men, because it would help them to know how to take care of their wife, to handle situations better. Number one has to be that I wish I had taken time to really understand what pregnancy was all about. Now, it's not as if I didn't know about pregnancy. I didn't know anything at all. I knew, but if I'm going to rate on a scale of, say, 1 to 100, I would say, in percentage now, I would say I knew like 40% about pregnancy, and the remaining 60 I didn't know, which is what I'm going to share now. So I wish I had really taken time to study pregnancy, to know a lot about pregnancy. Maybe not a lot, and I think at this point I should just mention that, in as much as it's important for one, as a lady, to make all of these findings, it is also important to know that you cannot really know everything that you are going to experience in pregnancy. And making your findings, doing research, will just help you prepare your mind as to things that will happen, likely experiences that you will face. And I mean, it's a big plus. It's just like you want to sit for an exam, right? And you don't know questions that would come, but you know likely questions. You have trained your mind and prepared your mind as to what you are going to face. So that was it for me. I wish I had really taken time to study the woman body, and know everything, if not everything, I mean, basic things about pregnancy and body changes and all. So this first point kind of summarizes everything. I mean, the remaining 4 points, but let me just say they are like sub points. Now, things that really I wished I knew about. Now, number two, I wish I knew not just the beautiful side, but the ugly side of pregnancy. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say pregnancy is bad. In fact, pregnancy is beautiful. Imagine that God grants you the privilege. It's a privilege to be able to bring forth what He has prepared, created spiritually, and you are the vessel that is birthing it forth physically, that is bringing it forth to the earth. You are the one bringing forth life, and so it's a very huge privilege that I don't take for granted. And maybe I should not say the ugly side, but the tough side, because pregnancy is beautiful, and even the Bible says that the fruit of the womb is a reward from God. So yeah, let me just say the tough side. I wish I knew the tough side of pregnancy. I wish I knew that there was anything like morning sickness. How would I how would I wake up in the morning and I don't just understand my body every morning. My first, second, third trimester, oh my god, my whole body system changed and I didn't even know what was happening to me. How would I have known that um my smell would heighten? I never knew anything about this. I Let me say what I knew about pregnancy, maybe that will help. So I knew that there will be cravings. I knew you would crave, from movies that we watch and all that. I knew there will be cravings. You want to eat this and eat that, and your husband, you wake your husband up at the middle of the night to prepare this for you, and your husband will try to get you those things. I knew that about pregnancy. I knew about spitting because growing up, I knew a woman. She was a neighbor, and she kept spitting and spitting. So I knew about spitting, and I think my mom also had told me about spitting, that she didn't get to spit so much when she was pregnant and all that. So I knew about spitting, but I didn't know the flip side. Like I mean, I didn't know that there was anything like food aversion. I knew cravings, but I didn't know that I would literally see food and I would just want to throw up. Everything was smelling. Fish was, oh my god. Even on days when I managed to prepare food for the house, I would I would finish preparing the food, struggle, and sometimes I might even be excited and preparing that food. But after cooking, I can't eat it anymore. Or I prepare the food and I eat it once and that's the end. In fact, let me let me recount this funny experience I had. So that day I was going to prepare stew. I knew that I was at that point allergic to fish, but I really wanted fish, but I couldn't stand the smell. So I kept the fish. I got the fish, but I kept it in the freezer for a long time before I felt like okay, my body will be able to allow me prepare the food, the stew. So I brought it out and immediately I wanted to work on that fish. The smell hit me and I wanted to throw up. The fish was in the sink, so I couldn't throw up in like on the fish. So I had to run. Now there's this soap, this bathing soap we used then. I was the one that introduced the soap to my husband before we even got married, and so that was what we were using in the earlier stage of our marriage. And so I couldn't stand the smell of that soap, so we had to keep the soap in the visitors toilet, and we were using a different, that's even another story entirely. I can't count how many times we changed bathing soap. So we when I wanted to throw up, I had to run to the bathroom, and the closest bathroom was the visitors bathroom, and immediately I got there, the sink was just, I mean, the soap was just right there on the sink. Immediately I put my mouth in there to throw up. I just perceived another one, and it was another chaos. I had to start running to our own bathroom. Before I got there, the everything was just on the floor, messed up. Oh my god, my husband packed vomit. God bless my husband and every other man out there that really help their wives in this situation. I remember another time I took our normal gari. If you don't know gari, it's called cassava flakes. It is just processed cassava. I couldn't eat anything, so I felt my body wanted gari. That was what I was craving, weirdly. So I took the gari. We were heading out in the car. We had to buy gari and cold water and everything. I took plate and spoon from the house. And yeah, I took the gari in the car. We got to where we were going to. Coming back, I threw up everything. The whole car was gari, 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 gari. The dashboard everywhere. My husband had to clean up. It was terrible. So I wish I knew all of these things. Yeah, I think I also knew about vomiting, but I didn't know it would get to this length that I smell something and I just want to throw. I mean, it was so bad that I might not even be cooking any food in my house, just perceiving the smell from somewhere else, and oh, I would just want to throw up. And even my clothes, oh my god, the clothes I will be putting on, it would just be smelling to me. My husband couldn't use deodorant in the house. He couldn't rub his cream in our bedroom. He will have to go to his office room to rub his cream and do everything, because I would just go gaga perceiving those things. So I wish I knew all of these things. My first trim did I say first, second, third? Sorry, that was a mistake. My first trimester was a huge, oh my god, it was something else. Okay, so number three, I wish I knew about working on my postpartum body ASAP. Now, I am not a huge fan of this trending bounce back um syndrome that is all over the place now. I am a believer of listening to your body, doing the right exercises, not being too hard on your body, right? But then what I'm trying to say here is that there were some early stage precautions I could have taken, right? Like taking warm water for the first maybe a month, 2 months. I remember my mom asking me to do that, but I didn't take it seriously because I felt it's one of those traditional superstitions. So I didn't take it seriously. But over time, I read about women that said, oh, it really worked for them, their tummy went down and all that. Because trust me, pregnancy changes the body. And I've seen some women that it didn't really impact their body. I mean, some would say that their tummy went down immediately. Everybody's body is different. Everybody, if you are watching this, I just want you to know that after pregnancy, even during pregnancy, you shouldn't compare your body to anybody. Don't compare pregnancy isn't competition. It's not a competition. I mean, because your body composition, your body makeup is different from another person's body makeup. Some people immediately they get pregnant, they have to stay in the hospital. I've forgotten what they call, they have to be on bed rest for throughout their pregnancy. Some are strong, they can walk bam bam bam, they can do everything, they can, while some have to take things slow, have to, and all that. So it is very good to know that you shouldn't compare your body. Now, sorry for diverting. I was saying that I wish I knew about these simple precautions, light exercises that I could do to heal my postpartum body earlier enough. So, because after a while, it feels like the later it gets, the harder it becomes to work on your body. I can't really prove that because everybody's body is different, like I said, but I think in my own opinion, and I wish I had started working on it actually earlier. I had my baby through cesarean section and I knew that I had to be careful with my body. But even at that, there were simple things like the warm water I talked about. There were other basic instructions, basic precautions I could have taken, but now it's not too late. I'm not up to 2 years postpartum, but almost 2 years. Yeah, God has been faithful. God has been faithful, and I've been trying my best. And I didn't gain so much of weight, but I had or I have this recti, which brings me into my next point, number four. I wish I knew about this recti. I don't know if it's, some people say this recti, or well, I say recti. So I wish I knew about it. Probably there were ways to prevent it during pregnancy. Again, not everybody used to have this recti, but I found out later on that what I thought was fat, I'm trying to lose belly fat, wasn't actually belly fat. I had a dome in my tummy, and trust me when I say it's difficult to lose. It's difficult. It takes a lot of discipline, consistency, much more than just trying to lose belly fat. And it's even different entirely, because you're trying to lose this rectal. I mean, you're trying to repair your core, and you're also trying to lose the belly fat. So you see, it's more like two in one. So I wish I had known much about it. I had read about it, prepared myself for in case I would have it, which I eventually did. If I had known maybe at the early stage or the earlier stage, I would have began working on it, and just, yeah, maybe even taking precautions during pregnancy to avoid, because by God's grace, I pray once we are over this, I mean, the next pregnancy, by the grace of God, I will try my possible best to avoid it, because it's really tough trying to fix it, trying to repair it. So yeah, I wish I knew about that recti and prevention and cure. And yes, finally, to round up number 5, I wish I had known about postpartum and how it's a phase that needs time, that needs patience to grow, to learn, and to learn how to be comfortable in my new body, in my new skin. I wish I had really given myself grace, because I kept beating myself up. I kept feeling, how do I describe that feeling? I had so much emotions, coupled with the fact that we relocated. I was 4 months, yeah, 4 months postpartum when we moved from Nigeria to Portugal, and everything was just a ramble. It was just here and there and here and there. My emotions, I really beat myself up trying to. I felt like I was backward. I felt like there were a lot for me to do, but I wasn't picking up. I don't know. It was just a lot of here and there, and I wish that I had really understood that it was a process, or it's a process, because yeah, I'm still in it, and God has helped me to the point to know that I can't even do it myself. That's another thing to know. Initially, maybe I wasn't really inviting God into it, and God, if you really know God, He's really interested in our everything from A to Z. God wants to be involved in everything, and I wish I knew this earlier, and just give myself enough grace. Even spiritually, I mean, my spiritual life, I felt lost, I felt confused. Why am I not having enough time? It was just a lot, and looking back, I wish I had really given myself enough grace. But all the same, I am thankful for how far God has brought me, how much He drew closer to me, how much He made me understand myself and understand how much I need Him. And it's been a beautiful journey. If you are about to, or you're about to start the journey, or probably you're not even married yet, I hope this advice would help you. And I'm not doing this to talk about pregnancy in a bad light. Like I said, it's a beautiful gift from God. It's wonderful, it's glorious. It's God using you as a vessel. And I just want you watching this, I just want to encourage you and to help you prepare ahead, because even if God gives you a ministry, or if God gives you an assignment to do, there will be a lot of preparation. And so this is more like helping you prepare yourself. You should actually do more research. Like I said, my number one was that I wish I did much more research. Yes, wedding is beautiful, preparing for your home is beautiful, but this is also an intrinsic part of the preparation. Is very important. You shouldn't leave it out, because it's your body. At the end of the day, you are a vessel, and you should prepare that vessel for use. So yeah, I hope this has helped you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section. You can also tell me any other topic you want me to talk about. And yeah, I did something like a reverse psychology on the thumbnail saying men shouldn't watch. I hope you watched. I hope you watched to the last till now. If you did, I'm very grateful. I believe that this video has helped you one way or the other. Please share this video to your friends, share to your sisters, your brothers, share just to encourage and to prepare them. And please don't forget to give this video a like, and if you are not yet subscribed, kindly do that. And for my returning subscribers, I really want to appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for sticking with me here. Thank you for stopping by to watch. I love you all. Until my next video, may the grace of the Lord be with you. Peace and love. Bye.
Sweet and gentle grace, living in this quiet holy space. Smile is on every single face, running life at such a steady pace.